and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and welcome back to another one. And behind me today, we've got a 2017 Mercedes-Benz C200 Coupe. So what do you guys reckon? Alright, so before we get into it, I just want to do a shout out to Central Coast Motor Group, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this vehicle today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. So up front here, you can see you've got the big Mercedes badge staring you in the face, interesting looking grille, nice LED lights there, and a sort of a really sporty looking front end and front bumper. You got your front parking sensors in there too, and if you have a look, there is an AMG badge there as well as, if you can read that, actually says LED intelligent lighting system. So there you go. Alright, so what do you guys reckon of the C200? Have you got one? Have you got the sedan? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the C200 are 18-inch wheels, and they're wrapped in Continental tyres. They do a really good job of road holding, which we'll have a look at later on. And just have a look at the Mercedes red calipers there, and you've also got the drills in the disc, drill holes in the disc. And this is one of the upgrades that this car had when it was new, was AMG styling pack, which includes the badging and the wheels. Also, we have a sunroof up there as well, which we'll have a look at a bit later. And the car does have 360-degree camera as well. So, right, so we're at the back here. So we've got the Mercedes badge there, AMG as well. You've got your rear parking sensors, rear diffuser, and your twin exhaust as well. So it's a nice back end. I think it's sort of completes the coupe look really well, or the coupe look. However you want to say it, coupe or coupe. Everyone says it different. Alright guys, let's go and have a look inside. Alright guys, just having a look inside the C200. Alright, so as you can see, door trim wise, you get a little leather, you get the seat adjustments, you do get your mirror and window switches there, and you do get some pocket space down below, as well as the boot release. Inside you get full leather. You also get nice AMG carpet mats. Nice, and a sunroof. Alright, let's jump in and have a look. Alright, so here we are in the C200. Alright, so we'll start with down here. Now we do have your parking sensors off, 360-degree camera, you can turn that on, and when I put that on, you can see all around the car there. And you do have your, if you can see it, your head-up display there, which is pretty cool. Also auto headlights, fog lights, and you've got the illumination, as well as your start stop engine button. Alright, now the steering wheel, it's quite nice, got a flat bottom there. You've got your controls for the menu on the screen there, and you do have your audio and phone controls on this side. Now I'll just have a quick look on the screen. You got a couple of different options there, your trip computer, your navi, your radio, media, telephone, assistance, graphic. That's pretty cool. So we'll just go back to that. And you also have service and settings as well. So we'll just go back to the trip computer there. So we've got things like your digital speedo, you got your kilometers traveled, got your range there, the eco display, and you've got some trip information there. You do have the drive stalk, or the transmission stalk, so you can put that into drive. As you can see, we're in drive now. If we come over here, the lines do move. Now if I go into reverse, same thing, the lines do move in reverse, which is a really nice thing. Let's come back to park there. All right, so we do have paddle shifters on here, as you can see, plus and minus, and then you do have your stalk for indicator and wipers all in the same one. You do have your cruise control down there, and this little stumpy one is to move the steering wheel in and out and up and down, which again, pretty cool. All right, so we'll come over to the media center itself. Now, I'll be honest, the media center to me is a little bit dated, a little bit old, but we'll just go through a couple of little things as well. So, we've got things like navigation. I'll just quickly show you that. This is a TomTom, or looks like TomTom software. But again, it's very easy to use, guys. Pretty straightforward. You do have your radio, your media, your telephone, and your vehicle settings as well. There's some pretty cool stuff. Dynamic select. You can adjust things like your steering and engine here, performance, if you want the engine to be in a more performance orientated mode, if you like. So again, there's quite a lot of stuff there as well, the 360 camera, things like that. So that's really nice. So further down here we have 3 vents, your dual zone climate control, and then further down you have some buttons for your radio, navigation, media, telephone. You do also have a CD player. Not many cars have that, and also not many cars have this little thing here. It's called an analog clock, if any of you didn't know what it was, since a lot of cars now have just digital. So I like this wood grain look, it's quite homely. It goes all the way around and all the way down, which is really cool. So in here we do have a 12-volt plug. You also have twin cup holders, you can take them out, and there is a space there, if you can see it, for your phone, or a bit of cubby space, whatever you like. So further down here you do have the media controls. There's this wheel here that adjusts, if you can see that. You can go through all the different things there if you wish. This is just like a to rest your hand on. You've got some buttons on top. You do have a dynamic. You can actually adjust eco, comfort, sport, sport plus, or individual, and it will change how you have it. And want to look on Sport Plus later on. All right, you do have your auto start stop. You can turn that off or on. You do have your volume knob or roller. You can turn the screen off or on. It's up to you. And this is a handy little feature to go when you go to reach for your seatbelt. So I'm just going to show you. If you have a look here, watch this. That is cool. Very, very cool. All right, so I'm 6'1" or about 185 centimeters. And if you have a look, I have got heaps enough room in here for me. I'm no small fry, but I've got enough room and I feel quite comfortable, especially in these seats. They do feel comfy in here, which is nice. Again, I've got a fair bit of headroom. There's the sunroof there as well. And but even if the sunroof wasn't here, I'd still have a bit of headroom, which is good. All right, well, why don't we go and have a look in the back and see what the back's like. All right, so ISOFIX spots, and there's two there. Cup holders. All right, we're in now. Headroom, no headroom. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is like a coupe, and yeah, the headroom in here, my head is touching the roof, and it is just, yeah, not the greatest. So we do have twin air vents here as well. Again, it's nice, a nice touch for the rear passengers. You have a speaker over there. Other than that, there's no pocket space. As you can see, this seat is forward because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit in. I mean, have a look at the gap there. There's about that much room. So cup holders in there. So I did want to show you this. Now you see it there, it's locked in. Little button there. It's a nice little armrest actually for the rear occupants. And then you've got a little cubby space. You can reach in the back there and get something, or you can have something poking out if you have something long. Again, quite a nice feature. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. All right guys, having a look in the boot. Now it's key operated, as you can see, as there's no grab handle or button. So it's okay, the boot space, little small I'd say, being a coupe. And as you can see, if you have a look from back here, the entry to the boot is a bit small. So you can actually fold the seats down via, there's handle here and there's one on the other side here. So that just gives you an idea of one of the seats folded down. You do get a little bit more room. You can pull that down with some hooks. Under here we have a collapsible basket. Okay, you got a couple of tie down points there and there. You do have a first aid kit there. Otherwise guys, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, let's go and have a look what's under the bonnet. Alright guys, just having a look under the bonnet of the C200. So here we have a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it produces 135 kilowatts of power and 300 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Alright guys, let's go for a drive. Alright guys, gonna go for a little drive in the C200 to see what I think. So, first impressions when I get in here, it's classy but old school, which is really nice. Things like the analog clock, I love those sort of things, little touches like that, you know, elegant touches, which is awesome. So the seats do a great job of holding you in and a comfortable ride as well. So, vision out the front. Vision out the front is really good, straight in front of you and also over towards the passenger side. Again, really nice. The rear vision mirrors further up. It's not really in the way that much. Speaking of rear vision, it's not very good, guys. I'm finding that because it's got such a big back end, it's difficult to see, and that's why you've got the 360-degree camera system to guide you or aid you in that, and your sensors as well. So vision out the sides. Vision out the sides is really good. You get really big windows either side, and you've got the quarter windows, which don't do a bad job actually to see out of. So again, quite nice. And the mirrors. The mirrors do a really good job. They're wide enough and tall enough that you can see everything, which again is nice. The mirrors, the only thing like I've said before with Mercedes-Benz particularly, or a lot of European cars, is they have the curved part on the corner there. Now, I'm not a real big fan of that, but again, it's something that I can get used to if I was to have one. So yeah, so the steering's reasonable, guys. We're just in comfort mode now, comfort steering or whatever. But yeah, it's nice actually. It feels quite nice. And as you can hear the road noise, we're doing about 60 k's. So it's pretty good in here. And this massive sunroof as well, guys, as you can see, it's pretty awesome. I actually really love it. So yeah, so it's a comfortable two-door cruiser, which is really nice. Now, what's it like? How does it go? Obviously, it goes really nice in comfort mode, just cruising along. Just pop it into sport mode, and it blips the throttle on the down changes with the yeah, no, not bad, guys. It goes well. Alright guys, other than that, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing and like the video, share it with all your friends, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.